Welcome to Sailing Avanti. We are Gerard and Jacqueline, sailing on our 41-foot monohull Avanti around the world from Cape Town, South Africa. In this episode, we finally leave to start our journey around the world after preparing our boat for more than 18 months. The first leg of our journey is from Cape Town to Helena Island, James Bay. This island is situated in the middle of the Atlantic between South Africa and South America. We've decided to take along 2 crew members for our Atlantic crossing. Our first crew member is Harry, a 4th year student in horticulture, and his adventurous mother, Monica.
Harry's on the helm, helming like a champ. Monica's supervising.
The weather forecast for our crossing to St. Helena showed a bit of a lull to the east with more favourable winds to the west. We therefore took a more westerly route for the start of our crossing out of Cape Town.
We've just left Cape Town Harbour on our way to St. Helena, first day out, and it's beautiful weather. We've got a good wind in our back, so yeah, perfect sailing at the moment.
It is sunset of our first night, and we are a bit rolly. We've got waves on the side, on the beam, and we've just put in the second reef on the main and the Genoa, but she is still doing 7 knots with a current wind speed of about 16-17. So it does look like a nice evening. The prediction said the weather is going to pick up a bit, but it hasn't so far. And and the first broken part of the boat has been our depth meter that has been sounding alarms all day, saying it's 3 meters, it's 3 meters when it's high. So first broken item on the list to fix or replace, or phone about a warranty when we get to the landing here. So to settle in for night watches, Gerard and Monica is taking the first one until around 10 o'clock, and then Harry and I will take the second part before we switch again.
So this is our second morning after we left Cape Town. Beautiful sailing conditions last night. So we're doing just under 8 knots with the wind on the port stern, and yeah, the sea has calmed down a lot. Really small swell, and we're really making good mileage. We've veered away a little bit west since yesterday to miss a bit of a low pressure lull between us and the mainland, and the forecasts and the weather route predict wind work very well, so we followed that, and it seems like we've missed the lull and we're heading around it, making good time to St. Helena. So yeah, this is our view for the morning. This will be the 3rd night, and we've done about 350 nautical miles coming from Cape Town. We're still trying to get around the low, and on Monday the weather should be filling in. We've got quite light winds at the moment, got about 11 true wind speed, so we've got the fold out Genoa and our main up. So we also today started using our wind vane. We didn't have a lot of time to test it in Cape Town. We tested it once or twice, and yeah, just because we didn't have time with all the boat jobs to get done. It's a wind pilot, and we've managed to tweak it today. It's really steering like a charm. We're looking for a name for it. We haven't really decided yet, so we'll see what we call it. It's like a wizard at the moment.
We were very lucky in the sense that none of our crew felt ill when we left Cape Town with the rolly seas and some of the higher winds, and we could easily get into a good routine for mornings and evenings for cleaning up and setting sails. We did, however, become becalmed a few days out of Cape Town, and we switched on the engine and had it running for a while. After a few hours, we did, however, decide to drop the sails and rather swim in the ocean.
Going too nice. That's just wind and current there. So at least the water is, the fender's not dragging.
Oh, it's cool!
So just check for the surge. So don't swim too close to the boat.
Yeah,
Go to the fender.
come to the arms.
I will pull you in. And jump in. We know many boat guests. How fast? Stay fast, né? I can help you contract.
This is fun!
How fast, né? Fully water.
Like, oh, this is nice.
Aí, tô. Okay, we set that factor. Was it fender? The other load.
And it's your shape.
Lots of obstruction.
Lekker! First stop.
Lekker.
Very nice. I'm gonna wash my hair and jump in.
Harry's done his shorts very tight.
Yeah.
That's why I
like
put on
it.
a one piece. I'm too scared I'm gonna lose my shorts.
Bang, Harry.
I slid underneath the under Gandalf.
Nice temperature. Is it?
So nice.
French toast this morning. A little bit rolly, but quite calm. So, time to cook a decent breakfast. Very good conditions. We've crossed about more than halfway to St. Helena. But here's our one crew member waking up. And but yeah, there's some light winds lying ahead of us, so hopefully the next few days are not that light and we get there in about 12 days. So it's day 6 of the Atlantic crossing between Cape Town and St. Helena, and we are having some issues with the heads, the starboard heads. We've got two on board, one electric, one manual, and we've had a blockage in the starboard manual one, so it seems like we're gonna have to open it up. Unfortunately, we don't want to take the pipe off where it sits at the seacock, so we're gonna have to take the outlet pipe off and see if we can manage to find the blockage. Hopefully it's something small and we can get it out quickly, but it's not pumping out at the moment. After a long night of cleaning the heads and disconnecting some pipes, we eventually managed to get the issue identified. So there was the outlet hose on the heads was blocked, and unfortunately one of our crew members thought wet wipes they dissolve in water, so we actually got a lot of wet wipes out there. We used I've got a spare throttle cable. That was the only thing we could get down the hose to start hooking the wet wipes, so it was very messy and a long night. And the ladies were on the helm for 7 hours straight, but we had some good winds and we had made some very good progress. We did like maybe 7-8 knots average. So yeah, everybody went to sleep this morning after a long night, and I'm up, and we have very, very light winds. It's Christmas Eve today, so hopefully the wind still picks up and we get a bit of better sailing, a bit closer to St. Helena.
Christmas morning after a long night watch. It's the sunset watch that's my favourite. We're going to have a beautiful Christmas day with roast that we'll make a bit later. We've got some fair winds of about 10 and doing a boat speed of around 6.5 knots. So it should be a beautiful day, calm morning, a right start to the day.
So we're about to go over the meridian. It's Christmas Day, Christmas morning, so we're just doing our offerings for Poseidon quickly. We've got a range of wine. Harry is giving half a Heineken, not the full one. Jackie's giving an egg. Hopefully it's not a spoiled egg or rotten egg. And I'm giving a cookie, and eat some more cookie. So we will all throw it overboard in one go, because we've just crossed the 0 degree longitude line. Merry Christmas on 3. 1, 2, 3. Merry Christmas! Bon appetit!
Bon appetit! Happy Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
So maybe have a bit of sauce. What do you put on? Put a bit of curry on this, eh?
Sorry?
Yes.
Found this little one on the deck this morning, a baby flying fish. Really small. We haven't seen a school of them yet. We just found them in the morning on deck. There's a larger one as well, but this one is quite unique. You can see completely through its wings and its body. Sunrise this morning. It's absolutely beautiful. Sitting here at the bow after night shift. We break up our shifts into night and day. So at night we'll be on for 3 and off for 3. With the 2 crew, it does give you a bit of sleep, and we are on 2 together, so it's a bit better for safety. And then a day we break up the 12 hours into 3 shifts. So 3 people will have shifts, and then 1 person will have a day off, and they will do lunch and help with clean up and stuff like that. So that's how we broke up the shifts for the trip from Cape Town to St. Helena. We probably will have a look at keeping it the same, but if somebody feels like we need to change it, we'll reevaluate and make sure everybody's happy on board, but this is pretty special. Waking up to this every morning, I don't mind the first shift at all.
We've actually had to slow down during the night because we didn't want to get to James Bay where we're going to be moored during night hours, so we slowed down about, I don't know, 5-6 hours ago just to have a genoa out so that we can get there just after the first light. There are quite a lot of fishing boats in that bay with a lot of lines running across everywhere, so safer just to get there when you can see properly, so I didn't want to go in at night.
I see Jamestown, I see our mooring, and I see our Criollo.
We finally reached St. Helena Island after 12 days of sailing, so join us next time on our episode as we explore the island and all its wonders.